as we now take a live look at the Capitol in Austin, where lawmakers could pass a major camp safety bill today. It comes after dozens of campers were killed in those devastating floods over the 4th of July weekend in Central Texas. And this was one of the top priorities for the special session, but it is facing some pushback. Here's our Natalie Haddad.
Yeah, by the time lawmakers returned to the Capitol for the first time this summer, the deadly flooding in Kirk County had already taken its toll. So their first assignment was to pass flood legislation that would prevent another tragedy like we saw. Governor Greg Abbott called for action on these flood-related pieces of legislation: camp safety, flood warning systems, emergency communications, hill country flood relief, disaster prep, and recovery. Now today, the state Senate is expected to approve the camp safety bill you see at the top of this list, but 3 Kirk County camp owners wrote to state leaders saying a ban on cabins in flood zones, which is what the camp safety bill calls for, would force costly rebuilds, millions of dollars on top of repairs they've already made. Still, families who lost loved ones are demanding change. The floods killed more than 130 people, including 25 young campers and 2 older camp counselors at Camp Mystic while they slept. Families say stronger safety rules could have saved lives. In fact, grieving families told lawmakers while they were testifying for this specific piece of legislation that much of the tragedy could have been prevented had lawmakers and Kirk County officials acted sooner. Now, the second special session ends on September 13th, so the clock is ticking to pass not only flood-related legislation, but other pieces of legislation that have made big headlines as well. Now, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick said as recently as last week that he hopes lawmakers are out of the Capitol as soon as today. But if that happens, nothing else will get done unless Governor Greg Abbott calls for a third special session. He has not signaled yet that he will do so. In the newsroom, I'm Natalie Haddad. I'll send it back to you.